I got it.
No, I got my internet back.
It's back.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah, you good.
All right, okay. Satan, man.
Yeah, you can't run both of them on the same page.
Salakia,
that's what it was?
Yeah,
Okay, I didn't know.
No, your mobile got it. You got it off.
It's resuming back on. We're back.
I got you on that one.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Just go ahead. So we're back.
What we going into?
Yeah, I had the. You was talking about the smaller breakdowns.
Oh. We like to Salakia for that, you know what I'm saying? You got Satan being Satan, but through the spirit of power, how about Shem Yahshua, we got everything up and running, so shalom. Yeah, bro.
Can you read that one more time?
Yeah, you can go into what you were about to go into.
I just had a precept.
Yeah, grab your precept.
No, this is Philippians 3:17. Because we've been really been talking about these false prophets and how the fulfillment of trying to get it on his side, and not going according to the true doctrine, it's going to be to your destruction. But it says Philippians 3:17, brethren, be followers together of me and mark them which walk so ye has us for an example. Yeah, you got men starting with the prophets of old, the apostles, Yahweh. We got examples of how to do this work, but the flesh get the best of some men. It says, for many walk, of whom I have told you often, and now tell you even weeping, that they are the enemies of the cross of the Mashiach, whose end is destruction, whose God is their belly. So you see these things. These guys they want to charge you for a preset package. They got luxurious Passovers where they charge you to come. They God is their belly.
Yeah, if I can land back, somebody I know, they're under another brand, they're under another camp, and they explained to me that their camp elders will start off with a breakdown, and in the middle of the breakdown, like, if you want the rest of the breakdown, you got to pay $29.99. What the fuck? Did the Lord do that? Did the Lord not just preach the gospel? Yo, he didn't say, put down your fishing rod and follow me, and halfway through, now you gotta give me 10 shekels of silver. Nah, you know what I mean? So that's not sincere. You trying to fulfill your belly with filthy lucre. You know what I mean?
Buy the truth and sell it not.
And of course, doing your right spirit, even though somebody charging you, there's something, something ain't right. Especially, if they ask for your SSN.
Exactly.
On the application, they say, what?
Yeah, really. You got camps that ask for that shit.
Yeah.
What the scripture say? If you love me, feed my sheep. But they say, if you love me, feed my sheep, but charge them.
Yeah.
We gonna get our pay, man.
Right.
At the end.
This is not our rest. It said the meek shall get, roughly paraphrase, get the kingdom, man. You not trying to continue to be meek. You're trying to live it up on this side, like I said earlier. That's not being sincere. And the Heavenly Father does not smile upon you when you do things like that.
Not at all. So, you got more on that?
Yeah, I read it one more time. It's 2 more verses. It says, verse 19 again in Philippians 3, it says, whose end is destruction, whose God is their bellies, and whose glory is in their shame. He says, who mind earthly things. He says, for our conversation is in the heavens, from whence also we look for our Savior and the Lord Yahweh Mashiach.
What manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation? That's why our conversations are in the heavens. We don't give a shit about this place. I wrote this place off. I wrote this place off a long time ago.
Yeah.
There's nothing here.
Yeah.
Your 401k, you think you're going to get it this year? Nah. It may be next year, they crash the economy. I don't know. But the economy is going to crash at some point, and you're going to lose everything that you worked so hard for. Then what do you have? Strip you, make you bare. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is about to strip all of you of everything you got. Then what do you have? What do you got to fall on? The elect will fall on faith. But what do you have to fall on? We have made Yahweh Yahweh Shai our fortress, our salvation.
The chief cornerstone.
Come. You can take everything from me, and that's all I need. Period. You know what I'm saying? And for a while, that's all I had.
That's all we have right now.
Yeah, come on.
It's to this day.
To this day.
That's all we have. We don't have, because there's nothing solid in this world but Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. You know, at any given time, like the brother said, you know, your job can fall through, your savings can crash. Who knows? They can put a block on your bank account. You know, you never know.
They're doing that now, huh?
Hey, even on the law level, let's say you ain't pay your property tax, and you know, most of us live check to check. Yeah. And you forget to, you know, things happen. Say you forget to pay your property tax. Now you got a freeze on your account. The money there, but you can't get to it until you pay property tax. So let's say it's Friday night. The office closed. You know, you're not going to be able to see your money at the earliest to Monday. So there's not. Don't believe in this world too much, man. All we have is Yahweh Yahweh Shai. This is all we have, man. This is wisdom, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, so to add on too, man. Like I said, and you know, like he was saying too. Let's just say, for example, we get a parking ticket. Let's say, for example, you don't park your parking ticket over time. They can actually take your point, actually see your house. You know what I mean? Like I said, so many ways that, like I said, you know, they can take away your assets. You know what I mean? Like I said, man, they can come over and say, well, the land that you want on your property is not yours. So, like you said, they can just, you know, say, hey, we got a construction that we plan on doing, and we're gonna need you to renovate or move out of your house.
Yeah,
you can't. That you got.
Yeah, so like that happens all the time. You'll have your property, your house, and half of your house might be on your neighbor's property. You know, half your yard. Say you build a little shed on this side, and if your neighbor want to be a dick, he be like, yo, you gotta take that on. This is my property. You know, there's nothing. There's no foundation of this world, man. It's all. Sloppy. I can't get the right word, but it's all vanity at the end of the day. You know, it's a whole bunch of confusion, man.
Babal.
Yeah, Babal. Thank you, Babylon, man. It's not but confusion out here.
Yeah.
You know, and in this confusion, when things get crazy, what should you lean back on?
Yeah.
That's right.
How about Shem Yahweh Shai?
Yeah, fine, because we're entering into a time where you're going to see a great multitude of people confused. And I'm talking about Jakes. A great multitude of Jakes are just going to be confused as to what's going on. And their leaders are going to try to avoid that. Because it's just what they do. You know, a lot of the Jakes are going to run the churches, you know, looking for answers. A lot of Jakes are going to be looking towards what they call holy men for answers. A lot of Jakes are going to be looking towards their elders for answers. But meanwhile, they've destroyed their elders.
Yeah,
you know?
This is the church you should be looking for.
That's right.
What's it? He was Ecclesia? Or is that Greek? Ecclesia church?
Mm-hmm.
This is the true church. You know, the scriptures of the third page say, look, my father's house was not made with hands, man. You know, they're going back, when things get rough, they go back to what they know. But what's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different outcome. You know, every time shit gets rough for Jake, they want to go back to what they know. That's not working. You know, it behooves you to pay attention to the true prophets.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, because you got to build a muscle memory to serve Yahweh Shemini Shah. You know, when you catch a hell or any type of affliction, you want to revert back to the scriptures and you want to pray or fast, man. So that way, when real true temptation comes, you know to fall back on that instead of going back into those crutches, which happens to be, you know, weed, alcohol, sex, whatever it is to just get that, you know, that feeling of pain or affliction that you have away, so you don't have to think about it.
That's why the scriptures say, seek out of the book of the Lord and read. Because you're supposed to read the examples that Jake is about to go through, somebody has went through in the scripture. And they dealt with it a specific way. You know? But the underlying The underlying root of it all is faith in Yahweh while Yahweh shot. That's cut and dry. And we understand that as hopeful men of the elect. But 2/3 of you Jakes don't understand that. That's why it's very imperative that you get this now.
I just want to add on just real quick, man. Like I said, I just think coming contemplating real quick, man. That's why, our faith has got to be strong, man. Because the reason why I said is because I know that, like I said, all of us, we catch hell some type of way, man. And that stress is really heavy upon us sometimes. And that stress can sometimes be overwhelming sometimes, to make us worry about what we're going to do next and what we're going to do next. But sometimes, that's when we got to increase our faith, man. Because, that faith is going to keep us, stable in those times, man. Because like you said before, the 2/3 of our people, they're going to lose faith, man. Going to lose faith in the power. They're going to lose faith in themselves. To the point, like you said, they're going to do everything they can to use trinkets or the outlet. But even that, that's not going to be on a daily basis or if not at all, man. So people just going to be just basically just be soulless people, man. Just basically just waiting for the slaughter, man. Just waiting for their death, man. So I just want to add on to that, man. So, in that time, man, our faith got to be strong and intact, man. You can't lose our faith, man.
Yeah.
Like I said, even now, sometimes, like I said before, sometimes we get stressed, but, you can't lose that faith, man, about, where our meal's going to come from, where our money's going to come from, man. That's why we have to always revert back to the scriptures. And also, the only person that ultimately got it is the brotherhood, ultimately. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah. You got anything?
Yeah,
I got some.
Yeah, this is just to back you up. This is so like James 1:6. Yeah, this is James 1:6. It says, but let him ask in faith, nothing wavering, for he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea driven with the wind and tossed. So we have to have faith without wavering. Our faith has to be very strong and intact. Because if not, you're going to be tossed to and fro.
Yeah, come on.
This is Sirach chapter 33 and verse 1. It says, there shall no evil happen unto him that feareth the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. But in temptation, even again, he will deliver him. So, that the scripture remind me of the scripture that says, touch not my anointed, do my prophets no harm. So as long as we got Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man, hey, yeah, we're going to go through temptation, and he's going to deliver us out of it, man. The Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua always will make a way for us to escape. So, hey, it's really going to show in the time of Jacob's trouble, man. Because we need Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. He's the gateway to our salvation.
That's why it's very important to get this. Because only the elect will make it out of dealing with these false prophets, these false teachers with these wayward doctrines, because it's almost at the point at this point where it's ridiculous, but you got more and more people seeking after these men and women in some cases, looking for some sense of direction. Witchcraft is at an all-time high amongst Jake women,
Yeah.
Well,
I'll just real quick. You look on social media and you got all these girls with these tarot cards,
Zodiac.
Yeah, Zodiac. Even old women teaching their young women how to trap a man, put their period blood in their food and all that. This stuff is just everywhere you turn around. It's not but wickedness. Go ahead, brother.
yeah, kind of. Plus, also, the false teachers and the false prophets can also go into how these women deal. Here it is, on the internet over the last few days was, this brick thing, where the subject came up about women protection. No. Because you women have gone so far to the left with helping this devil bring up his kingdom and actually destroy your men, that your teacher, aka Esau Edom, is now about to betray you on a level that you're not going to understand. 911 ain't going to work. Literally. Your pastors that you fall back on, who's aka a mole, He's gonna be run down in the streets, you know, because everyone that went against the men of Yahweh Shem Yahushua at some point paid for what they went through, and they're still going through it because judgment in the earth is still going out, and it's only going to get worse. And your teachers aren't telling you this. I mean, we already know Esau Edom ain't going to tell, you know, the ninja woman what's about to before her, but we are.
Yeah, now you got new guys. I mean, guys coming out now talking about bearing arms. You know, that's the Esau's blessing, man. Hey, the weapons of our warfare are not carnal.
That's right.
And, you know, but mighty. You know, pulling down strongholds. This is what we're doing out here, man. This is the biggest work, the most powerful work you can be doing to throw down our enemies. You know. You got it.
It says what? We should take what? A proverb against me. They say that's what that proverb. That's what we're doing, man. Use his word, man. And go and city. Oh, go ahead.
This is Psalms chapter 20 and 7 says, some trust in chariots and some trust in horses, but we will remember the name of the Lord, Yahweh, our power.
Yeah, you can bring it out.
Yeah, man. So people trusting in all these guns and all these weapons and all these material things, you know what I'm saying? That's not going to help them in the time of trouble. You know what I'm saying? There's people going to be slaughtered out here thinking carnally, you know what I'm saying? And being carnally minded is death, you know? So, you know what I'm saying? We're supposed to be our mind continually on the Lord, you know? Stand fast in Yahweh Shem Yahushua's law, statutes, and commandments, and having faith completely. You know what I'm saying? But on the other side, you know, these people going to die. You know? These people don't really got faith like that. You know what I'm saying? These people going to die now. I'm faithful. You know? That's all I got.
Yeah, kind of, you know, these people don't understand Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. They don't have the fear of the Lord on them. They do not fear the Lord enough to know. They're not even questioning the effects of the things that's happening to people that mess with the prophets. Here it is, you got this dude that started this rumor, admit to and get convicted of what he accused our apostles of. But the people don't even look at that as a strange thing because they don't understand the Lord. They don't understand what's going on in the world. You think the Lord's going to sit back and allow his men to be ridiculed the way that this demon did and get away with it? Him and his accomplices? Nah, bro. Every single one of them that sat back and said, we're going to get him, we should get him, we ought to get him, we might get him, is going to have judgment because they have spoken against the Yahweh people.
Hey, a prime example, like I said recently, with Pedal Lake, man. You know?
That's
Oh, he is a big
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, so I mean, don't think you're going to get away with what you think that you got away with.
Hey,
It's not going to happen.
scriptures also say you should know him by the fruit. You know who his teacher was. It just so happens that his teacher was on the same type of time. You know, and you falsely accuse our elders and apostles, and if you look at their fruit is standing boldly and doing what they're told to do through the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua without wavering. You can call us whatever. I mean, if that was true, wouldn't it be us out here being charged? You know. Now you gotta do 7 years, and when whatever you come over that, you gotta do what? 10 years on top of that probation.
Probation, yeah.
You know, hey, that's the Lord, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
John, y'all ask.
No,
Okay. God, it's Matthew 12 and 35. It says, a good man out of a good treasure of the heart bringeth forth good things, and an evil man out of evil treasures bringeth forth evil things. But I say unto you, every idle word that man shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment. And you seeing the Lord, these men that are fast with their mouths, you know, speaking things that they ought not, you know. The Lord's bringing those things into account, and judgment is going to come 10 times more to a lot of Israelites, man. You know, or a lot of you niggas, man, that pretty much you pretty much based on your pride, you're like, fuck it, man. I'm not gonna take heed to the truth. Now the Lord's got judgment based around it. He got it out. You had a precept too?
Oh,
Okay,
God.
go ahead.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 28, and verse 18 says, "Many have fallen by the edge of the sword, but not so many as have fallen by the tongue." You know? So you got these men out here, all right, that has a double tongue, man. You know, they say one thing and do the other, man, or do one thing and say another, man. What does the scripture say about a double-minded man? A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways, man. You know, so you can't hearken unto a double-minded man because he's always switching up something every time he gets caught up in a lie, man. Like we were going into earlier, man. You know, every time you tell a lie, you got to tell another lie to keep your story going, man.
You done lied so much you can't remember what you put.
Yeah.
What you put about this? I got a precept real quick. This is Proverbs 18:21. It says, "Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof." So you know, if you want to be a righteous man and you want to speak righteous things, then that's what 9 times out of 10. That's what you will sow. If you want to be a fucking nigga and want to create mischief left and right, well, what do you think your demise is going to be? You know, get it how you live. You know.
I got another one to back you up. This is James chapter 1 and verse 26. "If any man among you seem to be religious and bridleth not his tongue, but deceiveth his own heart, this man religion is vain." You know, when you go to the word religion, this means to worship or actually serve a certain thing that you believe in. Man. You know, so you have the guy that we're going into, man. He claims that that you shouldn't supposed to grab up a young woman, but here you are, doing the same thing that you accuse our elders and apostles of doing, man. You a damn hypocrite, man.
And look, and on top of that, got her in her drink, and according to this world, she's not legal to drink.
Come.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he came in the spirit of Esau, because what did it say? Habakkuk. Won't say that get his neighbor drink. So he continued to pour that drink down her throat and try to have her, do these I can't even think of the word for it, but things that she ain't supposed to be doing.
And on top of that, he raised her as a child, his own child.
Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing worse than having the trust of someone and then just betray that, especially with a child, because it actually destroys the mind of that child. You know?
And then when he got caught, he didn't repent and say, "Hey, I did wrong." He didn't do none of that. He doubled down. He said, "They dropped the charges. I did not do this." Lied over and over on video and said that nobody dropped the charges. You copped out.
Yeah.
You copped to a plea, man.
And then said it on camera, and of course, I'm saying that he did do it.
He did. Well, the lawyer. The lawyer. That's when you know it's real. You can say whatever you want. Behind that little Instagram or whatever you're doing, but when it comes behind, when you in that courtroom and you done paid that a lawyer all that money you got to get you out, weasel your way out of this, ain't no faking that.
Yeah, quick reset. This is Psalms chapter 7, verse 10. It says,
No, but that word, it was bridle, right?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, bridle means to control. So the scriptures say even a fool is accounted wise. And it's just no. So even if you felt that way about the elder apostles, you should have just not said anything. You should have kept it to yourself. You went and made it a big thing. Blew it up to the point all the camps called us what?
Yeah.
The R word. But like the brother just read, bridle your tongue. You gotta have control over the things you say, man. So hey, scripture say power is in the tongue. Read what you sow, man. That's judgment, man. You gotta figure out how much you shot. That's a terrible judgment that man just got. Because we ain't got 7 years left. That nigga gonna get a missile in that cell, man.
And then on top of that, brothers know they don't treat the brothers get convicted of that break. They put them on a certain tier, and them lifers, the ones that don't got nothing to live for, that ain't coming home, that all they do is lift weights, they put them with them.
wow.
You know, the booty bandits.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm serious, you know. D Block. The real D Block.
Yeah.
And you see, he ain't nothing but a $130 soaking wet. And he gonna have a tough time in there, man.
Hey, like I said, the Lord got something.
I appreciate the back.
You will not enjoy this.
We get mine. Okay, go with that. Okay, go.
You know, the brother brought out, you know, going into bridles, which means control. This is Proverbs 25 and verse 28. He that have no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down and without walls. You know, so you have to have, you know, well, ultimately, Yahweh Shemi Ashai, he's in control of spirits, but you have to pray to the Lord, Yahweh Shemi Ashai, to have more control over your spirit, which goes into discipline. You know, you have a lot of men out here that doesn't have no discipline because they don't have the fear of Yahweh Shemi Ashai to accept discipline. You know, rebuke, you know, change, renewing your mind, you know, being born again into the spirit.
They can just say anything, not realizing that there's a consequence behind the words that you speak.
Yeah, you brought that up.
Thou sayest.
Every idle word.
Yeah, every other word thou speakest, you know?
They let their flesh overtake their spirit. Also.
Yeah. You got it, Michael. Yeah.
This is Psalms chapter 7, verse 10. It says, "My defense is of the Most High, which saveth the upright in heart. The Most High judgeth the righteous, and the Most High is angry with the wicked every day. If he turn not, he will whet his sword. He that have bent the bow and is made ready." And it says, "He have also prepared him with the instrument of death. He ordained his arrows against the prosecutors." Yeah, that's the whole point, man. Like I said, man, the Most High ultimately rather be bearing false witness or not, because we know that, you know, times come where, you know, like I said, we're going to bear false witness for that accusation too, man. But at the same time, bro, the Lord going to be in our defense. And then we know that from the spirit also, the Most High is a witness that we know that we ain't do these abominable acts. Yeah, but like I said, you're going to have those false witnesses. Just like basically whatever y'all shop went through, we're going to go through as well. But of course, this time, though, like I said, we're going to get salvation, man.
Let me say this. All this is coming back. Well, actually, they never left, but all of this is in line with false prophets. Because in the time that's coming, these false prophets or these men who have put themselves in a specific position to be heard by the people are going to come against, you know, the men of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And they're going to actually catch the ear of the people. You know?
Real quick.
You got it, bro.
Exodus 23:1, it says, "Thou shalt not raise a false report. Put not thine hand with the wicked to be a righteous witness." You know? So, you know, all that, you know, what they say about us, we like to, you know, with the little youngin, the young women, all that, you know, that's a false report, man. You bear a false witness, man.
Yeah.
And, you know, like I said, at the end of the day, you gotta, if you believe in a higher power, you gotta think to yourself, all right, does the Most High smile upon my actions? You know?
Yeah, Con, and also what happened to that dude is a faith builder for us. You know? You know, to let us know that Yahweh Shem Yahushai has our back.
And we doing the right thing.
You know what I'm saying? So what more during the time of Jacob's trouble?
That's right. That's right. That's what. Right now, like I said, he also trusted that man. Because he thought his lawyer was going to say, well, but honestly, hey, the scripture says, well, what you that trust in Egypt?
You probably paid a grip on a good-ish lawyer, you know, to fight the case, you know what I mean?
Not understanding that they all work together anyway.
Yeah.
When I was listening to the case,
Right? On top of that, you're a Jake too, so, you know, they don't give a damn.
No, you going up.
You guys like it. No, you said something?
kind of spirit switch. I was about to say, you know, because they was asking him just at the end of the case, are you happy with your representative? You know, he paused for a minute. He wasn't happy with his representative, but this is going on what you both were saying. You got it.
Yeah. Can you bring up that Psalms?
Yeah. It's Psalms 17, you said? Or 14. I think it was 14. Yeah, it was 14. It's Psalms 14:1. It says, the foolish have said in his heart, there is no God. They are corrupt. They have done abominable works.
He was a fool. He actually said that there's no God for us. You know?
That's the same. His God is a black woman. Remember, he said the black woman is God.
Yeah, come.
Where is your black woman right now?
Exactly.
Is she delivering you out of your hell?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Come.
What's the scripture say? It says what? We know what we worship.
Yeah,
Right.
come. That's right.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Because when he was going through this, he was talking mad shit about Yahweh while Yahweh shy.
Shout out to God.
What kind of God would allow this to happen?
Shoot the Bible, right?
Shout it
Shout
up.
the scriptures.
You know? Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, terrible thing.
Mm-hmm.
It says, there is none that doeth good. Verse 2, the Lord looked down from heaven upon the children of men to see if there were any that did understand and seek the Most High.
The only ones that's going to understand and seek Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is the elect. That's it. Period, point blank. But to the rest of them, they're going to do abominable things as read in verse 1. Because they don't think that their judgment is going to come. You know? They actually think that Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is slack. So you can say what you want to, you can act how you want to, and do what you want. But they think that the Lord is going to forget them. Which kills me on how, you're one of the people that say, oh man, that was a year ago. You're holding that against me. But not realizing that Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai has a record of your entire life that he's going to hold against you. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you people just don't understand what's going on. The Lord has a record on everything that you've done, said, or felt. But here it is, we rebuke you on what you're doing at a basic level. Don't eat pork, don't shave your beard if you got a beard, don't get lineups, stop eating these abominable foods, don't commit adultery. Try not to be a Mo. Not to be a Mo. These are basic things that you should already have in your spirit not to do. But you people are so wicked that you overlook it. Okay?
Yep. Verse 3, it says they are all,
which is why you have a hard time converting. You have a very hard time converting from this world and what you've been learned in this world to repentance. Repentance is a strong word that Jake just don't want to deal with. Wait, hold on. You mean I got to stop eating pork? Pork? Bro, come on, man. I just had a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich this morning. It was slamming. I got to get that up? Nah, I don't know, man. I might see you next week. Go ahead.
It says they are all gone aside. They are all together become filthy. There is none that doeth good, no, not one.
Yeah, I mean, that's just the mindset of a lot of you Jakes. You all get together and you come to some agreement, to come against the scriptures. Can you read that again?
Yeah. It says, verse 3 in Psalm 14, they are all gone aside. They are all together become filthy.
You have all together become filthy. So if one Jake is filthy, he'll get another Jake to become filthy to do his fucked up shit. To the point where all of you are just filthy. You Jakes are like a bunch of crabs in a barrel. You know what I'm saying? You just want to pull each other down. But amongst those crabs in the barrel, there's a leader. There's a leader. And that leader is your false prophets and your teachers.
Yeah, that's why the scriptures tell you, follow not a multitude to do evil. And just no side note, because everybody's doing that fucking stupid one chip challenge, burning their ass up. Yeah, those 14. That one chip challenge. Yeah. So and so now the 14-year-old just died. But that's to your demise. Everybody wants to follow the leader here. They forgetting that the one true power, and he gave us a leader, the nation of Israel, because you heathens don't have a chance. We're gonna be your leaders and your gods in the kingdom. That's why the spirit's out right now, where all these other nations they looking for real answers, and it's coming out to say that the children of Israel have the true answers. They're like, oh, come back, we need you, so on and so forth.
Yeah, because even in the kingdom, even though these niggas gonna be slaves, right? But they're gonna be working for. They're gonna know the purpose of why they're working.
Yeah.
It's for benefit of the earth. Now you work. What's the purpose of work? everybody's miserable because what's the purpose of working these 9 to 5? It's like, even if you have an aspiration to go to school, you're hindered by the system. So people like, damn, you taxing me, I mean, debt from school, there's no purpose. At least you're going to be slaves to us, but you know why you're slaves. So it's going to be even better that way.
And to y'all, like I said, man, they gonna like the next slavery compared to this slavery. Like I said, hopefully it's gonna be harder for 2,000 years, but like you said before, you're gonna be like, so we tax you for everything. You know, I mean, like I said, you're gonna do your work and, you know, contribute.
But they not going to like the first half.
Yeah, of course. But, yeah. You know, I'm saying like after 1,000 years.
Yeah, they're going to have an understanding of what life is. You know? That's the reason why suicide rate is so fucking high. Nobody understands life. Nobody understands. People like, what the fuck are we living? I understand suicide. I understand why people commit suicide. You know what I'm saying? Without the truth. And you don't know what the fuck going on out here. If you don't have the means to live after your lust, your life is miserable. Imagine you being broke. You can't go nowhere, do anything, and you just miserable. You want to jump off a bridge. You ain't got shit. You know? But the brother made a good point about crutches. The people that are able to make crutches in the world, they comfortable with it because they have the means to do so. They got money to go buy alcohol. They got money to go to the club, travel. So they able to escape. But the people that ain't able to escape, they on the streets, drugged up. And which is crazy now. You seen it all over the place, man. The homeless population, drugged up population. That shows you how close we are to the end of the day.
Yeah, they got whole neighborhoods of homeless people that all do drugs together. You know, they Philly doing bad right now.
But while I work at Jana, it's a fucking homeless. It's a
Ooh.
homeless city. It's a homeless fucking
Bro, you
city.
gonna tell me, bro?
Yeah, we used to do lessons back then. We was like, yeah, we got to switch up this spot. This ain't it.
And y'all see when we park our trucks at.
Yep.
Nigga, it's a dude, it's a nigga fucking living in the bushes. He live in the bushes. Like, it's a whole bunch of wooded areas. I don't know if y'all see it. He lives behind that whole shit. And then when night comes, that's when they come out and start pitching on all the businesses. When I pull up in the morning time, I be seeing it. Seriously, it's like a homeless city over there. It's bad.
I'm not trying to laugh, but like I said, you know, I mean, y'all see this like you say in the movies and stuff like that. But that's what I'm talking
They had a building over there that they tore down.
Yeah, it's bad, man. But why is that? Fucking people don't want to fucking live. People living out their cars. I'm watching videos on YouTube. People that went to the wilderness said, "Fuck this shit. I'm gonna live in the wilderness."
That's a big thing now on YouTube. Yeah, off the grid living. You know, they build up these small houses in remote areas where it's not a lot of people. You know, they travel a couple miles to get there.
Yeah, I heard that. A lot of people now they doing mobile homes now.
Yeah. They'll take their money and last check buy an RV or buy a car that's big enough. I mean, this is big on YouTube.
Yeah.
Women are doing it, like single women. They're buying their cars and they'll travel to one Walmart, sleep at that Walmart, travel to another rest stop.
Now, what also is big is the container homes.
Yeah. All of that wrapped in the one.
Yeah, they even got a thing where they'll get a school bus out of the junkyard and turn that school bus into a big old RV, you know, 2-bedroom apartment, 2 bath. And I'm like, wow, like they do a whole project on it. And just live and just travel for the whole. I think they call it like hippies or something like that.
Yeah.
They just travel for the world.
Because you think the average salary right now is, if you got a decent paying job, the average salary ranges from $45,000 to $50,000. Your rent for a decent apartment, you know, you'd be close to $2,000. And then I'm talking about a decent 1-bedroom.
On top of that,
You can get some shabby shit around niggas, Kool-Aid drinking niggas. But you gotta deal with it. So people are bugged the fuck out. And inflation, not to mention your fucking groceries. You know what I'm saying? You spending. If you getting the necessities, this ain't even the wants. You get your staples, your dinner, your breakfast. You spending $200 for 2 weeks.
yeah. And then on top of it, like I said, with SNAP benefits, you don't even really get that much every month. You know, you maybe get like the family engine that you maybe get like maybe like $400 a month. Maybe like you said, that's not enough. Like you buy 4 groceries. I mean, that can be spending Jake, you know, to eat. You go within maybe a week or 2. Yeah, 200 for 2 weeks, maybe. You know, so on top of that, and I just want to say, it's like I said, I see in certain places, you don't talk about everybody. Talk about 6 figures. Like, even though you make 6 figures, that's not really a lot either.
It's not because they're going to live according to a 6-figure means, which is going to keep them still amongst the middle class. And before I hand it to you, brother, the kingdom is going to be different because we're going to abide by the laws. We're going to pay a man at the end of the day wages. Man ain't going to have to wait bi-weekly to get his money. We live by the laws of Yahweh Shemar Shah. So even a heathen that works, he going to get his wages at the end of the day so he can take care of his family. They're not going to eat GMO food. They're not going to look in the grocery store and see seedless grapes. They're not going to be obese and suffer from heart attacks and migraines and gout. None of that is going to be in the kingdom unless we fucking judging y'all ass and putting it on y'all. But when paradise is established on the earth, people are going to be enjoying. What does the scripture say? Let us go to Zion and learn the ways of Zion. They're going to be trying to come amongst us. Go ahead, Lord.
No, I just want to add also real quick because since the spirit switching, when you say you start making 6 figures, everything got said is correct, and then on top of that, you're in a whole nother tax bracket.
That's right.
So yes, you're gonna live it up you're gonna live it to your means of your money, but also you forget. And I brought that out last week. Look how many people that celebrities that had to do actual jail time, prison time, because they didn't pay their taxes.
Yeah.
This whole world's a trick bag, man. It might, what they say, the grass ain't greener on the other side. They say that for a reason. Yeah, that shit look cool. But once you both your feet into it, hey man, hey, what Biggie said? You heard what Biggie said? More money, more problems. Shit ain't all cracked up with it's all cracked up to what it should be,
And don't let you have a woman, at least an American woman. American women are the just you can hang it up. Because they don't like we've been going into recently. They don't know what it is to be a woman. They sit at home bored. They have no women hobbies. They don't do anything that the ancient women used to do. They don't sew. They don't learn how to be a good chef. They don't learn how to be a good cleaner. All right. They don't learn how to raise kids properly. They don't even learn how to take care of their hygiene properly. They should be making medicine. It shouldn't be. We have to make our own tinctures and have our own apothecaries. Right? We gotta buy plant-like books and herbal books to find out edible plants, and we gotta. Now the women are supposed to be knowledgeable about this stuff. So in the crib, she already got the shit ready. Oh, you sick, my lord? What's wrong with you? Oh, fuck, I got a fucking migraine on right in my. Okay, come on. I got some ginger root tincture here. I put some of this in it, put some of that, put some Camille in it. It's gonna calm me. Baby, I got you. Sheeple, they don't care about this. They just sit in the crib, twiddle their thumb.
When is nigga gonna take me to fucking Movie Tuesday? When is nigga gonna take me shot? If he don't, he ain't getting no ass.
That's all they do, and that's what they think a woman is.
Yeah. I'm going to date because they got a box. That's pretty much.
So you got men paying for that, taking this bitch out every fucking week, so you can continue to get some box. Man, that's running these niggas' pockets dry. People are fucking miserable, and then they tell you can only have one. You gotta be stuck with that bitch. This shit is crazy, man.
You want to sit more on my living room, play Nintendo, see You know what I mean? That's the mindset of these women. I'm gonna get me a baller, and I'm not gonna do my womanly duties. I'm gonna just see what you can do for me. Trick off on me.
And even these guys, like you said, the niggas with money, they got the audacity to tell the niggas with money that they can only be with them. Are you out of your fucking mind? I'll be damned if I worked at a craft. See, right now we working on our craft. We gonna reap when it's time for us to reap. But them niggas have already reaped. The basketball players, your movie stars, your rappers, they reap their works. I'll be damned if I finally got to the point I wanted, and I gotta fucking have one woman.
What's the girl Puffy fuck with? The little young girl, the city girl. No, the city girl. Nah, she keep her mouth shut, but now look, she's starting to. My next relationship, I'm gonna settle down. I want, you know what I mean? Because Puff got so much money. He got as many women he's want, and he got a couple niggas too. And she can't say nothing about it. You know what I'm saying?
And even the way they do that, they're not happy with the multiple women because you have a situation where they're not in the same house building a legacy like Nick Cannon. Them women that say they cool with it, but they won't live in the same house and build for the same goal. They gonna want their own crib over here. She want her crib in Calabasas. She want her crib in Miami. She want her crib in upstate New York, away from you. You got to travel all over the goddamn globe, and you paying rent over here, rent over there, rent over there. This shit madness, man. Go ahead, bro.
All right, yeah, spirit switcher. So, like what the brother said, man, time's about to get real rough, man. All this, how I want things, spirit that's out right now, that's gonna get shut down, man. It's gonna be a time like no other, where you women are gonna have no choice but to buckle down, you know, and humble yourself. Because weaves and eyelashes and mascara and lip injections and BBLs is gonna be out the window, man.
No more crazy.
No more tampons gonna be around.
That's right.
You know, no more of your feminine pride. And y'all, first of all, y'all stink now with all that luxury. So imagine how y'all gonna smell when y'all ain't got a chance to gush. You know, ain't no vinegar around. You know, because old school, you know, had vinegar and all that. You know what I mean?
It's good to say what both sides of the crowd. There wasn't so she didn't even gonna do. You know what I mean? So she don't even know what she gonna do that day. How the audience do so. Yeah, that's bad.
You get that Jeremiah 30. Oh yeah, you're right. They think they're gonna be on top forever because what? The world has blinded them to see what's to come. That's why the elders say there's very few women that are listening. Because 9 out of 10 of you women don't give a fuck. Y'all just want to be catered to all the time. Now there's a very few women that's actually listening and paying attention. You know, of what's, you know, they're seeing that how this place can't flourish forever. You know, so it's very few. You know, go ahead and get that.
Like I said, once the Lord take away that social media, a very huge, at least about 80 to 90% of men just want to go pump. It's off top. Like I said, that's what keeps them empowered. That social media.
You say 80-90% of women. You said?
I mean, well, of course, I speak as vain thoughts. It's more like 5% female. Like
Yeah, you giving a rough estimate, but yeah, they're gonna go through withdrawals, heavy withdrawals, because what's the thing that gives off dopamine?
Yeah.
That's with anything. Like when you having sex, you get a high from it, and that's why people gravitate towards and chase this. With anything, you chase that high. And they don't have that high, especially the ones that's popular, which a lot of them are. I've seen on my ghost page, I see regular bitches being followed by fucking superstars. And you can see how they fall.
She got a fat ass.
It'd be a regular bitch though, like. So a lot of these bitches you be seeing think, man, it be niggas with celebrities actually with these bitches.
Hey,
Man,
I'm glad you brought that dopamine out because you know how you got these Instagram theologists and they want to break down all the words. He said it's true though. It was funny. He said, think about what it's called. It's called Instagram because it's an instant gram of what? Of dopamine. You know what I mean? But it's true. You know that gives you. Think about how many people. You see people walking up and down the street like this, not paying attention to the world because they too busy getting that satisfaction of, especially with women. All the them likes make them feel some type of way. They feel like a celebrity.
We can only see their inboxes.
Right.
They deal. Right. And you imagine you chasing a woman and you don't even realize how many options she got. Like even them dating sites is a fucking joke. It's a fucking joke because you be talking to a bitch and for a couple weeks, and then bitch ghost your ass.
Because
you know what happened. You know what fucking happened. And like that, like the brother said, a better option. You know what I'm saying? Man, this is shit. I like you. You look a little better. I'm a ghost you. And I'll come. But this is what they do. They come back though when that shit don't work out. Hello, you still there? You still on that? Like, fuck you, bitch. But that's what the fuck they do, man. They weigh their options.
My little goofy ass.
Like, hey, big head.
Yeah. Hey, you. Hey, stranger. But my dumbass cousin just got put on blast. All that inbox check. He got so proud. He video messaging in the inbox. She put all that shit for the whole city. The whole city to hear him. The whole city bombing on his ass right now. I mean, the whole city, all them females in my city where I'm from is clowning him. You know, he look bad out here, you know, being a sip, you know.
You gotta be very, that's why you gotta be very direct with women. You gotta ask them, what are you looking for? All right, I'm able to do this for you. I'm not about to goddamn be flirting on that. I ain't got time for that. My mind needs to be focused on working on myself. I don't have time to be goddamn flirting with no bitch all goddamn day. That shit takes
It's a
my
waste
mind
of
off what I
time.
need to be working on. We
Right.
got too much shit that we need to be working on as service to the Lord. Be spending time flirting with a bitch all day. Caught all on the phone with her 24. That shit is off, man. Because ancient men of the world didn't do that type of shit.
Right.
They would have women, but they wouldn't be all up under their fucking women.
They be about their business.
Exactly. When the Lord found his men, where were they? Some of them were fishing, right? Away from their wives. And then when he told them they come follow me, they didn't even go say bye.
Nah,
They just left, man. They just left. Those were rough men. You know what I'm saying? Fishing back then, it didn't have all the stuff you got now. With it. You know what I'm saying? You had to been able to take them big ass boats, put them in the water, cast your nets out. You know what I'm saying? Pull your nets in, day in and day out. You know? And this is a little off topic, but fish too. Those got good fish in their diet. Like that should be your main protein steak. Fish.
Omega-3 fatty.
Omega-3, zinc, which is zinc is the main mineral you need for in your men's health. Your magnesium, your potassium, those are the men minerals. Zinc, magnesium, potassium. Fish got all that in it. It's a reason why the Lord fed people with fish.
Builds the testosterone and it hydrates the body as well. All those minerals.
And the digestion is a lot smoother than these other meats. Fish digestion, it's not
It
heavy.
goes through. You need some of that heavy ass beef. And then see the thing is, it's nothing wrong with meat, even though you have to everything in moderation. But America's meat is so fucking bad that you really want to eat it as least as possible. America has the worst meat on the fucking planet.
Yeah.
They put too many chemicals in it. They don't treat the animals right. You know, it's all fucking defiled. That's why you end up with heartburn, acid reflux. I used to suffer from acid reflux bad. I changed the way I eat. I've never had acid reflux again. Heartburn, I used to suffer from that. Never had that shit again.
Mucus, and also I remember when I was younger, I didn't even know, but I had to get an X-ray done, and I had backed up poop.
Yeah.
Just backed up
Yeah.
because you eating
Heavy
meat.
consumption.
Because a lot of people think because you move your bowels every day that you're flush. That's not always the truth. Eating all that shit to make the shit hard, and you got to take a stool softener or something to get the rest of the shit out.
And zinc does that too. That cleans the colon as well.
Right? And then America's so bad. Make sure y'all hold your precepts. But what's so fucked up about this world? You'll go to the aisle. Say you want some beef, red meat or whatever. You'll see one thing. They'll say grass-fed cow from grass-fed.
Yeah.
Cows only eat fucking grass.
Yeah.
But this world is so fucked up. Now they can't even fake the fuck. They know that all these hormones and shit is getting pumped.
Yeah.
I know brother seen the one video where they had the hole in the cow.
Yeah, they was food.
Yeah, putting bullets.
See, people don't even question that. Like, okay, if this is grass fed, what do you feed as regular food line beef that we get that just says beef and chicken? You know what I'm saying? So, but that's part of the curses. Is with that scripture where it says we should eat our bread defiled amongst the heathen, which he told the prophet what? What did that prophet have to do? He had to cook his food with dung. I believe it was cow's dung. He had to mix his food with cow's dung. That lets you know how defiled our food is. And he had to eat it.
And to this day, that's what's in a lot of our food. What was that movie, that documentary, Super Size Me? When they asked the dude, the CEO of McDonald's, was it? He was like, is there feces in your food? And the response, I think he said, was all bacteria is burnt at a certain degree or something. So he wouldn't say yay or nay. He just tried to say we cook our food to such a high temperature that there is some feces and bacteria in it getting cooked off.
That's not even true.
It's like eating a shit sandwich. A shit grilled cheese sandwich that you cooked on the stove at 180 degrees.
And
It's
even
still a
fish,
shit
like,
sandwich.
you have different fish where they'll say, okay, this your salmon, this your whiting, this your I had some fish that it's called Bermuda. Brothers help me out. That's familiar with.
It's a fish.
Yeah, it's Bermuda.
BERMUDA.
Yeah, stolen, like BU is stolen, like, but it's lawful.
Okay.
But you'll have these type of fishes, right, that's in the market, then they have other options, wild caught, freshly caught.
Yeah, that's what you want.
That's the ones you want, which is gonna fucking cause you a fucking arm and a fucking leg for this freshly. And it's like,
Hell yeah, you damn right. Cause Salaki, I went to that joint down there, but the other one, and they had a big ass salmon like this for $11.99.
Yeah.
I was like, hell no, cause you know that's some bullshit.
Yeah.
You know it ain't no wild caught.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Yeah. That's why I don't buy fish that don't have a head. If it ain't got a head, I'm not buying. Because you don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying? We're not experts on fish, you know, to say it's not tilapia or whatever, unless you actually know your fish. You know?
Yeah.
I buy my fish with the head.
That's a Caribbean style.
I'll fillet that shit.
That's Caribbean style.
Even with that, you also gotta watch out with these salmon, because sometimes, you know what I mean, because, you know, of what I've seen in the video, sometimes, you know what I mean, don't even take out all the tape marks inside the salmon too.
Well, that's any food, any meat.
Yeah.
And any meat, that's why, and the brother just brought out that people push that medium rare shit. Well, fuck around, be your last stop, keep eating that rare food, yo.
It's too dangerous in a society that's like this.
Now, you know, me and this brother have history in cooking. All that well done shit ain't good because you ain't getting your nutrients.
Yeah.
We taught I want my burger burnt. You ain't getting no nutrients. You just eating shit now.
Yeah, medium well.
Medium well is where you want it at. You know what I mean? But you done with that, brother?
And the reason why, just another key point, touching on meat would be protein, right? You have these bodybuilders that eat a lot of meat for protein, but you see a lot of these bodybuilders end up being sick in their latter days because it'll give you protein, but it don't give you the vitamins and minerals that other proteins will give you, right? So you got plant-based protein. You can eat flaxseed, right? You can eat pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds is very, very powerful for men to eat, you know, but they'll tell you, oh, you gotta eat meat, you gotta eat meat, you gotta eat meat. That's a goddamn lie. The scriptures tell you that our diet is not a fucking heavy meat diet. The scriptures tell you what we ate, man.
Yeah.
And it was not based off meat. That was not the staple of our diet. But now that we're in slavery under our enemies, our diet has become what our enemies have taught us it is. Nigga, the nigga soul food, yeah, that's our shit. No, the fuck it ain't. That was given to you, nigga. Cornbread and collard greens and all that shit y'all eat at Thanksgiving. Y'all used to cook that on the fucking plantation.
To the point that they defend it now.
That's not your fucking heritage.
You
Soul
got-
food.
You got scientific fact that pork puts parasites in your brain, all through your body, and you can show, especially people from the South, man. Well, ain't nothing wrong with that. No bacon. You grew up off of bacon. Yeah, look how we look. Look how we acting. You know what I mean? Are we on top of the food chain, so to speak?
How many drugs you got in the bathroom can?
Right.
And I know my family members, all of them, you go in the bathroom, you up in that thing, you just line up pills, this shit, that shit. So listening with the hypocrisy, you know, the hypocrisy.
That's right.
Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, but you know, back to what I was saying, this time, this world about to get real tough out here. You know, it's going to be a rude awakening for a lot of our people. You get that from this, brother?
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 30 and verse 5. Thus saith Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace.
Uh-oh, what's the cover?
Hold on a second. Y'all know what's going on over on the other side of the water, right? They got this, Vladimir Putin and Joe Biden got together to talk peace and safety. You heard about that? I'll find some information. I'll post it on the chat. And,
I seen someone, people were saying that he was exposing the war in Ukraine. And shit about to go on the shit about to go off the Richter scale, man. And they already talking about bringing back the restrictions for the C9. Any nigga that put that mask back on, death be to you. Now, of course, I'm not saying because you may have to fucking put it on the fucking movie. I'm talking about actually put it on and believe in this shit, right? Because these people, if you take another, they got another potion coming. They closing down schools again. They said fucking Biden got it. He got a lot of shit, but he ain't got no fucking C19. He got Alzheimer's. He got dementia. You know what I'm
He
saying?
got a weak bladder.
Yeah, he got a weak bladder. He got feet problems. He might have gout. But fucking C19, Whoopi Goldberg.
Definitely got skin problems.
Whoopi Goldberg got again.
Or
Yeah, the View talking about something. Oh, Whoopi could be it. She got C19. So they starting the shit up again.
and you know what's crazy? I just read yesterday how they slipped up. One of them doctors slipped up and explained how that mask does not help at all. Like they slipped up and said it on air that it's not helping. You know.
And some of you niggas never took the shit off. The other day I seen some Jehovah Witnesses doing 90-degree heat with the mask on. Some of you niggas never took it. So y'all deserve what's coming to y'all. Y'all deserve to be chipped up. Y'all deserve this shit. Y'all deserve to be thrown in the field place. Y'all deserve to be. It's gonna be more you bitches here for bricks.
It'll be like how Jada did well. Snatch that shit off.
Y'all deserve that.
This shit ain't working. Well, Frank Lucas, Denzel.
Yeah.
Take the shades off.
If I gotta put that mask back on, I'm coming to camp every day, cursing out Edomite. We going back to calling out Edomite. I gotta put that goddamn mask back on. Facts, man.
Like I said, it was annoying. Like I said, you had to go to the store. You had to forcibly put it on, man. You know, it was really annoying. You know, and like I said, those masks are really hard to breathe in, man. For real, man.
And they're doing all this right before the election year.
Same old song.
Same old song. So you know what's coming. America through anyways. The fucking Olympic team got their ass bust by fucking Germany.
Was it Germany or was it where the fuck was it?
It was Germany. Dennis Schroeder was playing. Now they said, "Oh shit, we ain't had LeBron, Steph Curry, and Durant." You shouldn't need them. You shouldn't need them. You should be able to. America's America. You should be able to throw out your second string and whoop a fucking Austria team. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't even blowing out the teams they were playing no goddamn way. So America's fucking through. America's fucking finished, man. That's right. And y'all was getting smoked and trapped by some of these fucking Australians, hawking your ass down. The bitch from Denmark, now she tripped on one race, but the other races, she was kicking their ass in the hurdles.
Yeah, Sha'Carri in there. I see Sha'Carri beat
She showed up.
Yeah, she beat Benjamin.
Yeah, in the 100 meter.
Yeah.
But the next night,
well, she got smoked.
in the 200, she came back and said, "Hell no, bitch." And left it. I mean, she was out here, the rest of them back.
Who, Sha'Carri?
No, Sharika from Benjamin.
Oh, okay, I got it.
You know, but I mean, it's Jake anyway.
Yeah,
y'all the same fucking people.
Yeah.
America, them
Got a
fucking
different accent, that's all.
Yeah. You American, you fucking y'all Israelites, man. Cut the bullshit. Here it is, Esau in the stands got y'all versing each other. Y'all need to run in the state. And they need to do like a Malice in the Palace. If y'all had any sense, all sports teams would jump in the crowd and start beating Edomite fans. When Detroit and the Pacers bought our test.
Okay, Steven Jackson. Steven Jackson was sending them things.
That's what they need to do. Then you got this whole story with which I'm rooting for. That's my college student, the Colorado Buffs, with Deion Sanders.
That's crazy what he did.
But look though, he got all these Edomites pissed. Like you got all these Edomites on these panels talking shit.
He ain't doing it the old school way. He fucking up the program.
And he like, look, man, we gonna bust our ass and we gonna look good doing it.
Yeah.
Breaking records.
He breaking records. And you got these Edomite coaches, the Georgias, the Alabamas that's been up there for so long, and they see this guy coming in.
They looking for it because they got mad because he walked in there and cleaned house.
Clean house. He brought in all these guys. Brought in Jake, and the way he teaching them, you know what I'm saying? The way he teaching them to be humble, more about their business. He'll whoop the niggas' ass. So Esau's kingdom is falling in every way, shape, or form. But he trying his witchcraft. He throwing out his Meg Thee Stallions, his Sexy Red. They just put out a new video, Cardi B and Meg, where they shaking their ass.
Can't stand it.
Shit called bongos. Of course, we have to watch everything just to see what the fuck going on. I skimmed through it, I'm looking at it. I said, all right.
And then they got the other one, Lotto and the Sexy Red. Yeah, that drawing crazy.
Yeah.
But you know,
she looked worse than that.
Yeah, she looked like Young Thug. She looked like the worms from Men in Black. That's what she looked like. That's what she looked like. You know what I mean?
I seen the one with the Doja Cat already.
Oh yeah, they told her. They must have told her, look, bitch.
She back to back with it.
Yeah.
Because you know they had her hosting the Grammy. They propped her up. So they must have told her, look, bitch, you know what time it
Because
is.
the first wicked joke was I'd rather be famous instead, where she's actually with the devil. And then this new one, she turns
She just,
into
she just pure devil.
Yeah.
She just went.
And they were showing
all the
old
way
pictures
there.
of her compared to now. She got lesions on her.
So what's about
You
it?
know what I mean?
But the sad thing is, millions of views, people in the comments, those are so creative. All y'all need to be destroyed.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Now, on the flip side, you got this guy, Kanye West. He about to release a song called Israel is Real. And it's supposed to be about him meeting the devil. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be about him meeting the devil. So I guess he's going to be exposed. A lot of shit going on, man. Go ahead. I still think that nigga may be being used. We just got to, as the prophets, our job is to watch. That's our job. You know what I'm saying? We don't pick sides. We watch. We watch, we observe, and we stick to points. You know, I'm not going to say and say, oh, yeah, I'm on Kanye's side. I don't know this nigga. This nigga ain't out here doing the work.
Hey, y'all shout, we ain't on your side.
I don't know this nigga. I don't know what's his. This nigga sold his soul. He admitted it. He admitted that they killed his mama. I can't trust no nigga like that. They would give his mama up. Just because you said you had 12 tribes of Judah. I'm supposed to just fucking agree with
Off
you.
there.
Yeah, fuck with you, man. Fuck what you talking about. The only men you can trust is men that are proven within the faith. Anybody outside of that cannot be trusted. And even within this, men have to be constantly proven. You know, Yahweh Shah was always getting on his men. Lovest thou me, Peter? You for me, Peter? You really? Yes, my Lord. Feed my sheep. I'm gonna do it. I got you. You really for me, Peter? Go do the work. I'm gonna do the work. You really for me? Go do the work. Why you know what I'm saying? On Peter ass, man. Constantly gotta be proven. You know? And Peter said, I'll never betray. He said, look, man, you gonna betray me 3 times. Go do the work. And Peter was shook. Yeah. So you have to constantly prove. Even us, you may think. Because Peter knew in his mind, I'll never betray my Lord. This is King David we talking about. So you gotta put yourself there, like, because sometimes we get too high-minded. You think, I'll never do this. I won't do that. I can't fall victim to this. Nigga, please. You better stay in that humble state. Because you're dealing with the Most High. The Most High can send a demon on you and make you do some shit. He put a demon on pedal alert for him to do that, man. The Lord can put spirits on you and have you do some shit you thought you would never do. You can't, don't say no, I never. You gotta pray that them spirits don't come on you, man.
Lord's will, you'll never do it. You know what I mean? Lord's will.
Especially when they come to that Karagba, that's, man, the Lord gonna take everything away from brothers, man. He gonna have you down and out to the point your only option is to sell out or trust in him. You know, it's gonna be hard. And you got Jake playing fucking games like this ain't life or death we talking about.
Right.
Make your stance, yay or nay, man. What's the Karagma, man? Tell Jake what the mark of the beast is, so they'll at least have a fighting chance. You can't go into Jacob's trouble half-ass, man. Not knowing what the Karagma is, then think, I ain't gonna take it. You niggas be ready to kill somebody when your stomach grumbling for 2 days, man. Rob somebody. Backstab somebody. So miss us with that, man. Soon as a storm come through, y'all fighting over tissue paper, fighting over the last jug of water. Nobody said, you know what? I'm gonna keep faith in the Lord. Y'all got it. Y'all fighting this shit. You know, I'm gonna go somewhere else. The Lord gonna have me somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I'll just go somewhere else. The Lord gonna have me. The Lord got me back. None of you people have that mindset. Y'all gonna fight. That's how they're gonna be in that day. Just wait till these lights go off. And I pray it's this woman.
Jake,
Just playing. Oh man, that's cool.
Jake don't know what it's like not to eat. Jake has no idea. It's one thing not to eat because you have the choice of not eating. But it's another thing of not being able to eat because you can't. There's a different mindset going on, because at that point you don't know where your next meal is coming from. Jake has no idea what it's like not to eat, let alone not want to eat.
Yeah, because when you fast, you understand, okay, it's mind over body, it's spirit over flesh. And you realize this is just fleshly pain. You know what I'm saying? I don't really need to eat. I've trained myself to think that way.
Repetition.
Exactly. So let me retrain myself. But see, at least we gonna say fasted a little bit, so you know that feeling. You know what it is. I don't need to eat, right? So let me just lock in. You know, let me. And the scripture say, fast and pray. You know, niggas in the world don't have that. They don't even have that in their arsenal. They don't have that in their toolkit. As soon as their stomach start growling, fleshly thoughts. How can I get food in my stomach instead of let me pray to the Lord more? You know what I'm saying? When the Lord fasted, where was he at? Praying to the Lord. He wasn't trying to find his next meal.
Not at all. We find out when we fast, we're a little bit more sharp, a little more keen. These people are gluttons. They so used to eating and focus on eating, they don't know what's going on around them. They're not sharp. You know, because all that's in their eye. You know how the cartoons when somebody's hungry and they see burgers in their eyes and stuff. That's how these people are. When they hungry, that's all they know. Yo, my stomach touching my back. I gotta eat. To the point they get hangry. You know, they're angry because they can't eat. But if you will fast, and Lord's will, I fast more and more. It's not as bad as you think it is, man. We don't really need. We're so, like you said, America trains us that we gotta have breakfast, then we gotta have a snack, then we gotta have lunch. 2 o'clock, we gotta have a snack.
Yeah.
Then we gotta have a snack when we get home from work. Yeah. Then we cook dinner, or we go out to eat. Nah, man, that's your overindulgence.
That's just pleasure food. It's a pleasure. It's like when you sit in the crib, you're bored. What you gonna do? You gonna eat? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you bored and you eat.
Niggas have parties, they eat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They have a get together, they eat.
Yeah, I remember the OG that video. You hear me? Anyway, he really, and the visual was so crazy. He really from the bottom. He went to open the fridge and all that was in there was baking soda. He said, I had a cigarette for breakfast. That's it, man. Like, that's really struck. Like you said, people don't really know how it is. Don't know how it is. Back in the day, you had to go next door, hope that your neighbor give you a half a loaf of bread or something. People don't really know that. You know what I mean? That's rough, man. And we're going to get, and if we could pick that back up, we're about to go back into them times even worse. You know?
And the people are so. These are the worst people that ever lived on the face of the planet. All right, you can go to any ancient civilization; they all have some type of moral standards. Even if you go to the eastern part of the world, East Asia, there's no such thing as the Middle East. And all of that was always known as the eastern part of the world. All right, what they would call East Asia, right? Even now they eat abominable foods. Okay, they have some homosexuality throughout their countries a little bit, but for the most part, the way that people carry themselves is dignity, class, manners. All right, they don't just run over people in the street. All right, they respect one another. Now, a lot of that has to do with it's the same nation that you see every goddamn day. It's very small. You'll see an African American in Korea, you know what I'm saying, or in Russia. Yeah. It's a small population. So majority of the people you see in China, Russia, Korea, Iran are your people. Mm-hmm. So their society is they're able to live under their customs and be one. Mm-hmm. You come to America, it's a melting pot of all different types of ethnicities, beliefs, religions, customs, freakisms. Everybody all in. It's just too much. That's why whenever something happens, riots break out, civil unrest break out, because everybody in disagreement any fucking way. Mm-hmm. Like we always bring out, the only reason you coexist somewhat is because you have to work together and go to school together. And once those and laws, so kind of sort of, because even they don't do fuck like that. But once you take away the jobs in the schools, people are gonna say, I don't gotta like Tay-Tay. I don't have to like Bob. Fuck it, it's Wild Wild West. And that's what it's gonna come to. America's what's the saying? Chickens are gonna come home with roots.
Yeah.
That's why the scripture says that every nation shall go back to their own kind.
You don't want it.
You know?
You got that case.
Like I said, hey, scripture says that every nation shall go back to their own kind, man. You know, like I said, that's when our segregation come in. You know, like I said, when saying Jacob had to cut off, that's the first wave, because they've been taught to love these other nations and great, then they're gonna say the hard way that these other nations are gonna stick to itself before you. And like I said, hey, Jim's gonna get hard, but of course you're gonna bounce back. Doing that Zeke with the staff, with the so-called Issachar, and other tribes. Simeon and whoever, you know, Manasseh, all of them, you know, they'll come together.
That's what South America, you know, in South America, they have more unity down there too because, you know, they ain't so. When you drink that Babylon juice, you believe in the philosophies that women are independent. You believe in the philosophies that men are servants, right? Everything, the whole structure of society is in disarray. But even when you go down there, they have a sense of, you know, family oriented. People are more family. I was talking to a chick I work with today, and where they wrong. Yeah, she's from South America. She told me, growing up, she couldn't even have a boyfriend if she didn't ask her parents.
Like, I only had 2 boyfriends, and I couldn't even have those if I didn't ask. I had to ask.
They don't do that shit here.
It's getting fucked in the fucking bathroom at school.
Or in the mall.
Or in the mall. I seen this shit. I remember seeing this shit. In middle school, I seen this shit coming out the men's bathroom. I'm scratching my head like, fuck. You know, you coming in your own, you 6th grade, you kind of like, damn, this new from elementary. What going on? You don't know what the fuck going on. And that summer hit, you like, oh shit. I'm about to join in. I got the urge too now. You know, it's crazy. It's bugged the fuck out. So there's many reasons why this place got to be destroyed. And one last thing. I don't know, brother, seen a video that I put in the chat with what Esau did with Southern Kingdom primarily. The motherfucker turn. That's fucking. I don't know how the Lord gonna have us get them back, but it's hard to fathom, bro. The shit that these people did to us. You have him have sex with his mother in front of the family. And I imagine you got sisters, but you fucking your own mom in front of you. It's damn near it's mind-boggling, bro. And the sagging. I didn't know the sagging. That was news to me. I didn't know sagging went back to the plantation. So when they got buck broke, the master would have them walk around the plantation sagging there with their ass out. And they brought it to they brought it to the prisons. Yeah. This shit is crazy, man. This man has a lot, and you wonder why America is circling the fucking drain. Because in the eyes of the Lord, what you did was only a minute ago. It ain't the same time like you did. Oh, that was 400 years ago. That's a split second to the Lord. Mm-hmm. So now, like you just said, your chickens are coming home to roost. A man should reap what is sown. Mm-hmm. It's only just payment, man. And like I said, the Lord, He gonna have to show us how we gotta handle you in the correct way, because what you did to us is out of this world, man. Out of this fucking world.
Yeah, that shit was just yesterday to the Lord. You know what I mean? Yeah. Shit was yesterday. You know?
Go ahead. But what you were saying, brother, this is Ecclesiastes 3:15. It says, that which have been is now, and that which is to be have already been. And Yahweh requireth that which is past.
Yeah, He says the day to Him is as 1,000 years. 1,000 years ago,
that's 12 o'clock.
1,000 years ago, America wasn't even. You know what I'm saying? You know how many kingdoms ruled 1,000 years ago? So it ain't even been a whole day. It ain't even been a whole day since we was in Africa. So the Lord is really merciful. The Lord is very graceful. When you put it in that type of scope and you look at it from that lens, the Lord is very merciful to deliver us even before a day. That's why He said, in affliction, in a second of affliction, a moment of affliction maketh a man forget prosperity. Mm-hmm. A moment of prosperity maketh a man forget affliction. Mm-hmm. You know, you forget these things, but in the kingdom we're gonna just forget everything we went through. You know. So the Lord is very merciful, but Esau, your ass is about to pay. Because you thought you was gonna get away with this shit. And then we don't have much longer here, man. I don't see this place going no past. Elder Pastor Hall believes you got a good chance 2024. I believe you got a good chance 2024 too. But I definitely don't see this place going past 2025. Everything is lined up perfectly. The Quran was gonna come like that. As soon as they hit that false flag, at least it's gonna hit like that. Like I said, the scanner that I seen in Whole Foods, I posted the whole call it whole paycheck. You take your whole paycheck. But I went in there one night, wasn't in there. The next night is in there. That's how quick they can get the technology in the store. So this stuff is not going to take all. Well, they got the Quran. It's going to take another year for them to get it. No, the fuck it's not.
Yeah, don't forget, because like, Scripture says that way. Technology shall increase. So every time, so each year, each day, each month, technology keep increasing. Exactly. Think about it. You know, I mean, why you always think that? You know, in terms of making quick, why you think they always bring up every brand new TVs, every phones, every games, every year. Come on, man.
Which is old phones. These phones we get in America are outdated. We're behind China. You know, we're way behind. Go ahead, bro.
Man, I wanted to say something, man. Oh, to the point, did y'all see the little clip I threw in the chat with Joe Rogan talking about the MOTV? And they go to the scriptures on it, and then they fast forward to the girl that's in Whole Foods and pays with the joint. That's how you know we ain't got too much on.
Was already here.
Yeah.
The system's already set up. Fucking nincompoops.
And fucking Susie was so happy, she about to shed a tear because she paid with her damn hand, you know? Not knowing that what she eat anyway, but not knowing what that represents.
Yeah, the Lord said he comes like a thief in the night. A thief in the night, you go to your crib, you put your coat on the hanger, you put your shoes at the front door. I'm about to take me a shower. You in there washing. Before you know, get the nigga, what you thought this was super sweet? You like, oh shit! Caught with you naked.
Yep.
Thief in the night.
That's the worst way to get caught too. Yeah, that's the worst.
You know what I'm saying? Like
draws
yeah, like Hitman. The rapper Hitman, when he shot that right, his shorty was in the
Yeah, shorty got shot.
Yeah, he had, and I just seen the rap battle with him and Ill Will.
I ain't clicking
Hitman back.
yet.
He back.
Yeah.
But I seen her, she a little thing. Now you got your little shorty in the crib, and niggas will come in. That could have been the end of it. But that's how the Lord said he could. Matter of fact, brother, get that real quick. That's what the Lord coming like a thief in the night. What is the second Thessalonians? Because that's how the Lord, he's not just talking about the day of the Lord. That's mainly what he's talking about, but that's how the Lord always operates. When false flag happens, when natural disasters happen, he comes like a thief in the night. You don't expect it. So you think you got fucking time. You don't have no fucking time, man. Like Apollo told Rocky, there is no tomorrow. He was beating on him. You know what I'm saying? Rocky said, we'll do this tomorrow. He said, ain't no tomorrow, nigga. You gotta get shit straight now. You can't be thinking, oh, I got time. No, the fuck you don't. You don't know what tomorrow holds. How the hell can you plan? And you know what I'm saying? That's what the scripture said. Hey, what you always say, Lord, come on, the Lord laughs at the man's plan. Come on, man. You don't know what the fuck the future holds, man. You gotta do what you can today. That's why you can never, brother should never go a day without praying. You going to fuck off.
Shit.
If you go a day without praying, you going to fuck off.
You should pray multiple times a day.
Exactly.
Shit. One ain't enough.
You going to fuck off, man.
You first, if I may, when you wake up in the morning, that's the first thing you should do. Thank the Lord that He opens your eyes so you can get another crack at your salvation. That's the first thing you should do.
People go through the motions and they don't even recognize. They don't take time. That's so crazy, but that's how Satan works. He keeps you going through this fucking hamster wheel. You don't even take time, a few minutes, to say your prayer to the Lord. You ain't worthy of His mercy, man. You know. And when the scriptures tell us we fall short every fucking day. But you gotta look at it like that. We don't have tomorrow. Tomorrow it could be a whole new world, man. Tomorrow I'm fucking Cash App. My fucking Cash App was broke.
It was everybody.
Yeah, I tried to get the few dollars I had in my fucking shit. What the fuck? And then I looked, they said the shit there. I said, man, this place fucking cool, man.
And you know all them little Instagram dots was tight. Cash App went crash.
Bro,
Well, all of it went down.
all of this shit went down.
But-
That shit happened like a thief in the night.
But-
Nothing, nigga. Look, you had a date.
Yeah.
You done put all your shit on the, you ain't bring your debit to the bank. You bought the cash card. Yeah, baby. So me.
You know,
But
you know, some people that is their
that's their bank. That's their bank.
They
That's
got
their
a
bank.
new Cash App credit card now.
Wow.
Imagine that. You think you about to get some box.
Yeah,
And she looking at your stupid ass like, this nigga bro.
yeah.
He got
So
some
now Cash App.
But again, though, that should have been a sign. Like I said,
Nah, run it again. I got paid.
She ain't gonna believe that shit. Nigga. She gonna take her shit out of here.
but again, that should
Let
have
me
been a
use the
sign
bathroom.
because the CEO, like I said, he passed away just a few months ago. So that should have been a sign.
He ain't passed when they murdered his
Yeah,
ass.
that passed away, but you know,
You seen that video? They caught his ass in the street. Yeah, he was walking nighttime. Oh shit.
Oh, I do remember. Yeah.
Yeah, nigga. New World Order, nigga.
Out there in San Francisco.
Yeah, out there in San Francisco, caught his ass in the nighttime.
I do remember that.
Caught his ass lacking, man. Nigga, you can't be no fucking CEO out here. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, too comfortable. He was lacking, man.
But
Where
you know
the
that-
security
no,
at? Yeah.
Come on, man. You CEO of Cash App? All it takes is one nigga to find out, man.
Yeah, but
Why
boys,
you walking? Where your driver at?
What is it? Edomites, bro. They too goddamn
San,
comfortable.
but of course, you know, that was a hit. Ultimately.
Yeah, it was a hit. You know what I'm saying? They know where he was at and all that. Of course, we know how they operate. But, hey, we in them times, man. We in them times with Brother Reedy.
I got it. This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 2. It says, "For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them."
Yeah, you think you chilling. You know what I'm saying? You think everything cool. Nah, man. You gotta, as us as the prophets, we ain't never set on our leaves. We always on our toes. Some shit might pop off. That's why we always in like a kind of like a grim mood. Like we play the game, we shoot the shit. You know what I'm saying? We chameleons, we put on our Clark Kent, but for the most part, your loved ones, they see like you got a grim look, you always serious tone, undertone. Because we always on it. See, when hard times come, people are gonna be very serious, have that monotone look, and then mourning. That's how we are now because we can foresee the future. We're the prophets, so we know what's to come. We already know what's coming. So we ahead of their ass. We kind of down and out, but they not there yet.
Yeah, everything ain't shits and
Yeah,
giggles.
we already in there. So we already there. We already going through Jacob Trump now. Now we're replaying it, how things can play out. So we got that. Man, baby's gonna die. Damn, I might lose my family. Shit, I may not have no place to lay my head. Shit, I gotta get serious. So your loved ones again. What the fuck wrong with him? Why he always in this shit? Motherfucker, because I can see the future. The Lord opened my eyes. That eye salve. He took it. You know what I'm saying?
Wipe that looking.
And you like, oh, so you rubbing your ass. Oh shit. Oh shit.
That's exactly how it happened.
Make me glad again. I don't want to see this. You know? But a prophet's calling is a prophet's calling.
Anybody seen the new Equalizer?
Yeah, kind of. I see that.
Remember when he was at the table and he was threatening to do it, he was joking, and he turned around and looked at Denzel. Denzel was looking dead at him, strong as hell. No fun and games. He looked at him, pierced through his soul. Ain't shit sweet. Ain't nothing funny, yo.
Yeah, it says what they say, yo.
Yeah, it's good.
What they say, weak men create hard times. Hard times create strong men, something like that.
I got etymology for the word vigilant. It says watchful, anxious, careful.
Anxious. So you got anxiety. We got anxiety. We suffer from anxiety. I know I do. I be on edge like a motherfucker at work. I tell people at work, I say, look, I got anxiety, man. I come to this bitch, I got anxiety around you niggas. I don't trust not damn one of y'all. They be laughing and shit. Women be laughing.
Never.
You know what I'm saying? I tell them. I'll be like, my anxiety acting up. They'll laugh. You so funny. Bitch, I'm not fucking joking. I got fucking anxiety. The fucking truth, man. Go ahead, bro.
It says careful, to watch, keep awake, not to sleep, be
Keep
watchful.
awake. Man, that's heavy right there.
It says to be strong, be lively.
Yeah, so you up. Everybody else sleep. You looking out the window, keep checking the window. Why you keep looking at together? Like we like Malcolm X. Like trying to kill my ass, man. That's how they was. When Martin Luther King found out the CIA was after him, looking at them blinds, Malcolm X looking at them blinds, Huey P. Newton looking at them blinds.
Yeah, you see when Martin said that speech, you see how he got up off that podium fast as hell. He skipped about it.
Yeah. You got that infamous photo. Malcolm X got the gun. He like this. Yeah, he was in wartime. We didn't know he was a domestic terrorist. We know we in wartime. We constantly on edge at any moment. We driving our car like. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I be thinking fucking CIA folks. That's how deep that you gotta realize that you're a part of it. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be driving for months. If I hit a turn, and nigga hit a turn, I'm like, nigga, you fucking agent.
Yeah, that's scary.
Dead ass.
The other day,
We the Virginia camp. The CIA building in fucking Hampton.
Oh, damn.
You know what I'm saying? I be driving, I be like, yo, you motherfucker behind me, bitch.
We went to Tropical Cafe, You was leaving that apartment complex, the same car was following us, but then it went another way. So then we ended up getting food, and that same car was sitting out of trouble cab. We like, hold on, what the? Following us?
And we know how they move from how what's his name came up here. And this brother told us he was, you know what I'm saying? He was in the same spot you was at. Oh, yo, you was getting food. They was in there scoping you. You left out. They made a way down here and came to us.
I was in Tropical Smoothie.
Same spot.
I was in Tropical Smoothie. And I'm sitting there waiting for camp to start.
Don't say their name.
No, I'm not. Oh, come. And this dude walks in. I'm sitting on this wall. He walks in and sits directly across from me on the other wall. He grabs his phone, you know, like this. Yeah. And I'm looking at him like, really? Really? That was the same night that
the
dude
guy
came out.
with the camera.
No, but that was the same night that vocab came out.
Yeah. But see, the guy that was with him.
He was in Shake Shack. Was it Shake Shack we was in? When we seen that guy, and then when he came up to camp, the very next, it was like the
So y'all had seen him in Shake Shack too?
and then we seen him up here.
See?
See what I'm saying?
See? And Shake Shack is in fucking beach. I've been in that
Yeah.
motherfucking place.
Yeah.
So what was he doing? Y'all, he in Shake Shack with y'all on the beach,
same
and then he comes down here and Tropical Smoothie another day with you.
No. It was another dude that he was referring to that I saw. So the dude he's referring to came.
He was talking to him before vocab came up.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
But then you had the nigga with the shades who was behind the camera who people didn't see. You know what I'm saying? That was fucking. That nigga was a complete agent.
Yeah.
This nigga had some dark. It's nighttime. He got dark ass shades on like this. You know what I'm saying?
I Spy
Yeah.
Straight Spy Kids.
And that's why I asked him. I was like, yo, how you find us? And niggas in the comments.
It's easy to fucking find.
Y'all missing the fucking point. Y'all don't realize how shit happens. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. How you fuck you trying to get in contact with Bruins and Richmond? You know what I'm saying? And then you come here immediately the next night. Fuck out of here.
As a matter of fact,
Because we was at camp up in Richmond, and it was on the comment board. It was like, where y'all at? We're in Richmond. And you just see his name popping up like multiple comments. And I was like, yo, what? Like, he was
now hold up. So when I got out the Uber, because I was riding Uber there.
Yeah, I remember that night. You went to that.
When I got out the Uber to attend camp, there was a black diesel trucks right there in the first row running. They had real dark tinted windows. And I'm like, this is peculiar.
Yeah.
You know? Why you sitting in your truck with black tinted windows? So I go over to that spot. And then that's when the dude walked in and
Yeah, still recorded.
yeah.
See, and we saying all this just to let you know what you were part of. Look, man, if they were out to kill Black Panthers, fucking Islamic people, Muslims, bro, this is the actual truth of the earth. We're the actual future rulers that's gonna take down these banking families, these Rothschilds, these fucking Oppenheimers, these J.P. Morgan, you know, these Waltons, these Edomite families that have had immense wealth and power over the earth for centuries now. And they're not just about to give that up. We're the threat to that. We're the ones exposing how their forefathers painted our Lord to look like that. You know what I'm saying? We're exposing this whole beast system that stemmed from Great Britain. We're exposing all their lies. We're the true enemy. So you best believe they got their eyes on us. They watching, bro. You know what I'm saying? They have infiltrated camps, you know? That's why they were striking our videos. That's why they was taking our videos down, man. You know?
I remember that shit yesterday.
Yeah. Man, I remember one time they put fucking Winnie the Pooh as my thumbnail.
Yeah, I remember that.
What the fuck?
Remember? Then they had the porn up.
Yeah, I went to my video. I said, why is Winnie the Pooh as my fucking thumbnail?
Then they had porn.
Then they had somebody on another brother video. It was fucking porn. I said, Esau is a fucking idiot. So they watch us, they fuck with us. I remember they was on our comment board.
And remember they were changing the titles and now you go on there and they had the closed caption.
Yeah.
And they were changing the words on the closed caption. They were doing all
Yeah,
types.
weird shit like the subtitle. It be saying weird.
Yeah, subtitles.
Yeah, weird, crazy shit.
Yeah.
But remember, the elder said a while back, somebody popped out a fucking car in New York and how fucking I spend millions of dollars to keep y'all from learning that and hop back in there, motherfucker. So they look, man, we are the biggest threat. You know what I'm saying? So brothers gotta always be locked in, like circus threat. When you go out,
It's not a game.
yeah, when you go out, when I go out, you think I don't be looking at who the fuck is in it? I'm looking at everything, bro. I'm always observing. I know what's going on over there, I know what's going on over here, I know what's going on over there, behind. Even when I'm driving, I'm looking 2 cars ahead.
Yeah.
You know me.
You gotta, you know, there's nothing wrong with having a good time laughing. You shouldn't, you should be more stern than giggling and laughing all the time. This thing is real business. Now, when you in your Kafanzi and you around brothers and you want to have a good time, laugh a little, that's cool. But on your day-to-day, don't be too busy laughing and looking for a good humor that you don't see what's happening right in front of you or right behind you.
Yeah, because the night of in the Garden of Gethsemane, the disciples were asleep.
Mm-hmm.
What did you just read, Zariel? Keep awake. The disciples were asleep. They thought shit was sweet. Yahushua knew that Judas was an infiltration. Right. He knew the whole time. That's why he said, watch the man who dips at the same time I did. Mm-hmm. That's why he went and prayed. Like, oh, this fucking nigga coming to get me. Let me go pray to my father. Because he foreseen it all. He said, this nigga coming with them fucking them Pharisees to come get my ass. But the rest of the brothers was on the tree. Brothers to look at Garden of Gethsemane. They got all that stuff up to this day. You see how it look. There's a lot of trees there. Brothers probably sleeping. He went to who he went to. He said,
rolled his garment up.
Yeah, he went. Which brother he went to? He said, "Yo, you couldn't stay with me a little while." No, I don't think it was Peter. Peter would pull out the sword. It was another brother. But he went. I think it was directed at all of them. He said, "Y'all couldn't stay away from me a little bit."
Yeah, he was talking to Peter.
Yeah, because he was frustrated. You know, you got to think. It's his hour. His hour has come. So he's like, God damn. You know? But when that happened, then here come this nigga Judas. Yep. You got them big ass sellout ass nigga. You get the money jangling and shit. You know? He knew what the fuck he did. So that's if you had him infiltrate the Lord's elite of the elite, come on, man. We always got to be alert. We always got to be watched because at any moment it can be our hour. Get to us, Ariel, again. I'm going to give it to you.
This is 1 Peter 5 and 8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. So he's going to send them FBI agents, man. He's going to send spies and things of that nature to watch you, man. Because ultimately, in that day, you know, like the scripture says, it says, they shall deliver you up to the synagogue, man. So they're going to have all the proof of our videos and the certain things that we were saying, you know, in our lessons, man. They're going to bring it up, you know, in those courtrooms, man.
And that's
those interrogation rooms.
That's why brothers don't understand why the elders do things that they do. Or you got to just with the videos. You need to be doing this, you need to be doing that. You know, it ain't just about that. It's the weed out niggas who can be agents, weekly. It's a whole bunch of reasons why they do the things they do. But your simple ass don't just need to listen and follow the righteous leadership that's been established for over many decades. Like I was listening to this video today. He said dudes in the main camp better not. He was like, "Hey, a lot of y'all better not even show up today. Y'all gonna get embarrassed in front of all of them." He said, "Y'all, I'm kicking them out." He said, "I'm checking videos today. You ain't been doing them. You out." That's what he said in the video today in the main camp. And the brothers in the main camp been in longer than me. You know. So hey, that shows you the times that we coming in. They are fucking playing. We coming down to the wire. Can't be having no lukewarm, half-ass men around you, man. When we coming at the fucking end of this. Because if you lukewarm doing the work, this work, how much lukewarm you gonna be addicted from? You know. This is the light. This is the easy part.
It's a video about Tahar got. It's a script because it's 144 seconds. He goes into about not being lukewarm, and he was like, "You niggas gotta go." You know, when I'm not getting enough videos, you know, earlier in the week, man, I'll watch that and the spirit hop on me, man. I'm like, man, I got.
That's the spirit of the Lord. That's spirit. You can hear the fury from Yahweh on him too. That's the Lord's hand mouthpiece on the earth right now. You can, when the elder posts an argument, you can hear the fear of Yahweh. They still. Because it's rare that he get out of it. You motherfuckers. that make you like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? That's the spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shad. You feel like Jake when Moses came down from Mount. He said, "We want to speak with the Lord." That's how you feel. And the Lord spoke. They like, "Oh, he gonna kill us." Moses, he gonna fucking kill us. That's the spirit. That spirit of fear.
And it was crazy. Remember on this was on January 1st, but the 31st. Remember you talked about the social media thing.
Yeah.
And of course, you never had your own situation. But then the next day, I forgot who it is. I forgot what brother it was. He got kicked out the next day. And he said, "Hey, I'm not playing with y'all." You know, like you said, fear. I said, "Oh, dang, you already playing." I mean, that was in plain.
Yeah, and you can't look at it as work. He's just a man. He's not just a man. Niggas have died in the scriptures countless times for thinking a man of the Lord is just a regular man. That's the mouth. We are the mouthpieces of the Lord. How much more elder apostles? He dealing with them way tighter than he dealing with us. Those are the top men on the earth. Those are the literal mouth. So it's like you saying, whatever you say, forget them. That's you're telling the Most High forget you. He put the spirit on them to say what he say for whatever reason they say it. You may not understand it at that moment. You may not understand it a couple months later. It may take time for you to fully grasp why you gotta do what you gotta do. Just fucking do it. You know, even when the scriptures speak about suffering wrongly, God niggas lack humility, man. This is not about you. It's about Yahweh Shemel Shai, what he has set up. You have entered into other man's labor. You didn't start this. You get called on some bullshit you feel you was wrong. You ain't shut the fuck up. What happened to humility? What happened to the meek shall inherit everything? What happened to the lowly shall be picked up?
I ain't got that. I've been 11 years, 12 years, 15 years. Yeah, top of me.
I'm so and so. You ain't no fucking guy. You ain't no cherry. You gotta go do shit. Where's your humility at, Kevin?
I ain't no bitch. Talk to me like that.
That's why don't be surprised. You see a lot of guys you may have thought were weak in your ass, but to Yahweh Shai, they over you in the spirit. You may see a brother physically, you like, man, that brother, he under me.
He under me and can't. He under me. He got to get it.
And the Lord like, that's one of my top men. That's one of my best men. You know, that you can't have that carnal mindset. This ain't about us. It's about the body of Yahweh Shemel Shai. So we just follow the footsteps that have been led. If the blueprint ain't broke, don't try to fix it. They've been doing it for over 3 decades. Obviously, ain't nothing wrong with it. You know? Why you gotta do all the extra shit? Why you trying to have 10 fucking women? You know what I'm saying? Why you trying to have the kingdom now? Your elder apostles got 10 fucking women? Obviously, you're making your burden heavier. Stop making it harder than what it gotta be. Just follow the examples that you have, and then your walk will be easier. Now, that's the bitter part of the truth, though.
God, it's boring. We speak on the same topic. I don't have shit. I'm suffering.
That's the bitter.
I hate my life.
That's the bitter. Are you acceptable men to suffer the bitters? That's where it comes in, and a lot of men ain't able to. You ain't fit. You're not fit. Go ahead, brothers.
A quick one.
We're gonna run through these and then we're gonna wrap it up.
This is Hebrews 13 and 17, just to back you up what you're going into. It says, obey them that have rule over you and submit yourselves, for they watch over your souls as they that must give an account, that they may do it with joy.
Yeah, you may say, brother may say something. You gotta realize it's for the whole body. You know what I'm saying? It's for all of us. You know, the elders say something. It ain't just for you. It ain't just for you. Look. That's why leadership roles is so important, because you're not just looking out for yourself. You're looking out for everybody. You know, and that's why you grow into these certain things. You know, you grow into, like, I give a plain example. You know, when we first started the new GA camp, we wasn't in this thing saying, "Oh, I want to be a leader. I want to be the head. I want to be this, that." And we just did the work. But as fruit come in, now you have to watch out for brothers that are coming in amongst you. You know, you have to make sure that they don't fall in the traps that you fell into. That they don't go wayward like you almost went wayward. That they don't fall after trickeries of niggas like you almost did. So you'll say certain things and tell them, like, just make sure you do this, make sure you do that. You know what I'm saying? Because you're looking out for them. The elders have encountered many niggas. They have been through many situations in the truth. So when they say something, they're speaking from experience. And they're looking out for the whole body. You may not fall victim to that, but what about the rest of the brothers that you're not? They needed to hear that. You know?
So like the brother was going into, man, we have to obey, man. You know, we gotta fall in order, man. And basically do the things that are required of us, man. Quick example, you know, in the military, basically what they do when someone makes a mistake, you know, they may yell at that specific person, but it's not to hurt their feelings. It's just that the whole congregation can hear. So they exalt their voice like, hey, don't do this and that and the third. And then that same person in that room may have done it. So they hurry up and change and fix whatever they messed up. Beautiful so point. They don't, you know what I'm saying, get in trouble for it.
Beautiful point.
To add on to that, that's how we operated too. You know, we would bring you up in front of the congregation, you know, and spoke about what you did wrong, you know, to drive sin away from us, you know.
Yeah, and that's how men dealt with each other back then. They wasn't emotional. Yeah. The men among the men would be like, hey, bro, fuck you doing? Fuck you supposed to be doing this? Now, these American new creation niggas that have spawned through America's birth, talk to me like this, poke at the chest.
I'm Looney Tunes.
Exactly. That's not how men do it. That's not how things get. You know? That's actually supposed to pump you up. You're supposed to be like, damn, you right. You right. Fuck. What the fuck am I doing? Damn. That boy, y'all must be for getting on my fucking ass because I need it.
Motherfucker, hold a wrench.
Exactly. That's how men do it. And that's really how iron sharpens iron.
That's it. But and I said this a couple weeks ago. If you truly in this truth, you want to be reviewed. You want to be getting on. You want to be corrected. If you're doing this thing sincerely, you want to walk. You want to walk upright. You want to walk righteously. We in this chain of darkness, so we're gonna go off. So if you're truly sincere about this thing, you want brothers to get on you. You know what I mean? Because we just brought out, the Lord comes as a thief in the night. You know, you never know when it's time, when Big Bro comes through.
And what are you trying to hold on to anyways? All you hold on to is your pride. Because you ain't got no throne. You ain't got no crown. You ain't gonna lose no plot of land. If you get rebuked, you ain't gonna lose no women you got. So what are you trying to hold on to? Your pride.
Right. I don't agree with this. I don't agree with that. Why? Nah, fuck you. What the fuck you did?
What are you holding on to?
Yeah, what does the prophet say? Pride is not made for men, right? You know, we shouldn't even have that mindset. What is there to be proud of? We ain't got shit.
Exactly.
We all going through the same shit.
Exactly. So
literally,
hey man, just follow the footsteps of your elder apostles so you can get your crown, get your throne, so you can actually get a throne, and then you can be some hot shit. Then you can really both push and pull your chest out. You can't tell me shit about humility. You can't tell me shit about grace. Now, he that come in your court, you can't tell me shit about judgment. You can't tell me shit about humility. You know? I went through the fire, motherfucker. Yeah. Now get this rod. Boom!
Ben said, oh, you think the darkness is your friend?
Yeah.
I was bored.
I was
watching that last night.
It's fire.
Man, real quick, I know we got to wrap up, but it goes to what y'all saying. When in that time when there's no more rules, oh my gosh, man. The way that you see, you had one side and another side, and it was just all hell broke loose, man. Yeah, shit, you know that, and that's just on a lower level. We don't truly know how this is going to be, you know, until we're in it, you know.
Yeah.
I'm Juan. Think I'm Juan has something?
Yeah.
I'm Juan. You had something, right?
Yeah. I have limitations for him. This is going into where these people, you know what I'm saying, the alphabet boys is looking for us.
Okay.
They're chiming in on this. It says, limitations 4:18, they hunt our steps that we.
You gotta read that louder, brother. You gotta zoom.
Lamentations 4:18, it says, they hunt our steps that we cannot go.
You gotta move up, just trumpet.
It says, Lamentations 4:18 says, they hunt our steps that we cannot go in our streets, and our end is near, and our days are fulfilled, for our end is come. It says, our persecutors are swifter than eagles of the heaven, and they pursue us upon mountains and have laid wait for us in the wilderness.
There you go. We got pursuers. We have people that's after us. We got people that want to tear this down because it's the greatest building that's being built of all time. This is the greatest. What you see being not just Virginia, but in Mississippi, California, Chicago, New York, New Jersey, Boston, Hawaii, London, Atlanta, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Iowa, Oklahoma, wherever, Las Vegas. We keep going on. Canada, Germany. Our can't get out Germany, brothers. Yeah. This is the greatest building ever, man. Pumping up all over the place. He want to tear this building down, but guess what? You can't tear down what you can't see. The Lord got it masked. Because you don't know who the elect is. Right? And even if you do take a elect brother's life, he coming back with Yahushua. Because Yahushua already conquered death. Nigga. And he got that brother's body with him. Oh, you good, brother? Here, put this on. Oh, shit. You know? Scripture say what? The incorruptible should put on the water. The corruption should put on incorruptible. The mortality should put on immortality. You know? We got a new body waiting for us.
Where do we go from terrestrial to celestial?
Yeah. So, because we're going to have those extra terrestrial, celestial bodies.
Yeah, because terrestrial, I think the root word is terrain.
Yeah, it's from Earth.
Yeah.
But see, we're going to be able to go, we're going to be able to live on Earth and go to the realm with the Most High dwells. So we're going to be able to pay Abba a visit. Yeah. What's up? And not be scared of that, though. We're going to be able to literally, you know what I'm saying, chop it up. Like how the sons of God go before the Most High. We're going to be able to do that. And then we're going to be able to teleport back down to the Earth. You fucking piece of shit, you Mike? Yeah. We're going to be enjoying life, man. We're going to love everything, man. Right now, we're in fucking morning. But it's the time for that. Scripture says it's the time for everything under the sun.
The backup, brother Amawan. This is Luke 12 and 11. Starting at 11, it says, and when they bring you unto the synagogue and unto magistrates and powers, take ye no thought how or what thing ye shall answer or what ye shall say.
Yeah, so they walking you in. You like R. Kelly. What the fuck? Man, y'all killing me with this shit. I'm fighting for my life. I'm fighting for my life. She in the background talking some Robert. No, man, you ain't got that mindset. You go, hey, we got the greatest example, Yahushua. You know what I'm saying? He didn't try to plead his case. You know, we know in that day if we're brought to the governors and the city officials, your police chiefs, wherever you go to, we know we're innocent in the eyes of the Lord. We know why we're brought to them for doing the work. So we ain't got to justify ourselves to them. How do you say? Let me go. You screaming and trying to. You in the back of the bed. Let me out this motherfucker. You just quiet. You probably throwing up prayers. You know what I'm saying? They were like, this dude is strange as hell. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. The same way they looked at Yahushua. It's strange. If a brother got to go to the guillotine, like we always say, that brother goes, brother,
that's a manly.
Call on Yahushua. Put him in the guillotine. It's crazy. He gonna raise up more though. You know, put his head there. Call Yahushua. Yeah. And you gonna be in your glory. You gonna be in your glory. Line him up. Line him up. You know what I'm saying? And that's gonna boost other brothers' faith. Remember the holy children, the youngest one, when he seen his older brothers getting tortured to death, he was better. Fired up. He probably would have been scared. Now the older brothers was on some shit like, no, we'll do whatever he said. Then the younger brother would have caved in, but he seen his brothers. He was like, damn. My big brother there, I'm going there. What you talking about? You know? And he went to the spirit realm with his brothers.
Right. Knows him in the back.
And what did they tell him? They're like, look, man, we gonna have power over you in the next place. Do what the fuck you got. Get this shit over with. So I go rest, nigga.
And the mother said that.
The mother said that. You know? And the thing about death, right? Just another quick testament. I was watching this interview. This guy, I don't know if he's an Israelite or not. He has the face of a heathen, but who knows? He died, and he said when he was in a coma for a long time. But he said, y'all, they pronounced me dead, but I felt the greatest peace I ever felt in my life. It was like a high of peace. It was like, how did it feel? That it was like a high of peace. Like I felt it was, I can't describe it. He was like, the only regret I have in my life is that they woke me back up. He was like, I felt so, he said, I can't even explain the type of peace, I felt. And that's what happens. What does the scriptures tell us? When the wicked die, when the righteous die, they go back to the Most High and they are all at rest. So we can't lose. You know what I'm saying? You chop a brother head off, I'm chilling. I'm in immense peace. Then you may say something to your house shot, the angels go, hey, good job, but before you know it, you hopping in the chariot, your body about to go get the rest of the book. That's how we gotta look at things. You know, Esau wants you to stay in this carnal realm here and focus on everything that you can see. Focus on the unseen. Focus on what you know is to come, because it's going to come. You know? Finish that off, brother. Let's wrap it up.
It's Luke 12:12. It says, "For the Holy Spirit shall teach you in the same hour what he ought to say."
There you go. There you go. And what's the Holy Spirit? The Word. And we've been soaking up this Word, eating this Word, supping with the Lord, day in and day out. So we prepping ourselves. You know, we ready. We've been rehearsing. We've been going through the drills. You know, we learn all the plays, the back cuts, the screens, you know, the slants, screen pass, deep route, the fakes. We got the playbook down pat. You know what I'm saying? We know where our position's supposed to be. You know, we ready for game time. Don't shrivel up when the lights hit you. Cause you know you got them niggas, they can hit all the shots before the game.
Lights get on, the lights on.
You throw this
Let
nigga
it
the ball.
rain. Bang.
You know what I'm saying? Throw this nigga the ball, he drop it. Damn, you the nigga with the you know. Same thing with boxers. They say a lot of guys that actually spar, they some of the greatest boxers ever, but when it's time for the lights get on, the reason why they don't blow up is because they can't show up when the lights on. But they can spar a guy like Mike Tyson and beat his ass. This is what they were saying, like, man, this guy, Mike Tyson said, it was guys greater than me when I sparred them. But when the lights came on, they just couldn't show up. You don't want to be that guy, you know? So y'all brothers want to close it up.
So with that, we hope you brothers and a few sisters that listen are edified. You know, Lord's will, we'll be out here next week to do what we've been called to do, and let's prophesy, you know, lift up our voice like a trumpet, make sure that we do our weekly epistles, you know, because we almost out of here, you know, and Lord's will, we pick up where we was going there for next week, you know. But you know, that's good. With that, we want to pine your Hakadam, face the east. We give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, B'Kakodash. We give double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, where we learn his knowledge, wisdom, and truth from. When we say,
Peace and salutations unto the elect.
we want to say Mawaf Lababal.
Wolf of a ball.
Salat. Damn, smoke that in my eyes. We want to say Kwam Yashala.
Kwam Yashala.
Shalom.
Shalom.
I didn't know what you were looking for. I can't think of our outro.
Damn. All right.